Sanibonani babukeli, and welcome to this week's exciting installment of your favorite program, Ilungelo Lakho. It's your right. Uyazi ke sinilethela lolu hlelo la kumamba phambili SABC 1 Mzansi for sure. Siphinde futhi sisakaza isikhathi sinye na ku SABC le High as well as SABC Plus. If when you've downloaded the app, uhleli noMangcolosi, uNonhlanhla, uAlish, uMangcolosi wakajali. Siyabonga kakhulu ukuba nawe namhlanje. Mbukeli namhlanje sibheka ukuthi inkinga phela yokungakwazi ukuba nabantwana noma inzalo phakathi kwalabo phela abahlangene ngezothando noma abashadile yinto esibhidlize imindeni eminingi la eNingizimu Afrika. Kuthiwa 1 in 6 couples balwa nalesi simo mbukeli. And to further highlight Reproductive Health Month, Ilungelo Lakho then tackles the costs as well as all other aspects of infertility nokuthi yiziphi futhi izinto ongazizama uma wena uyithola ukulesi simo. Singabe sapholisa amaseko sanibonani babukeli asingene shiqe odabeni lethu namhlanje. For many couples, the dream of holding their own bundle of joy comes at an emotional as well as financial price, from lifestyle changes and hormone therapy to artificial insemination and even advanced procedures like in vitro fertilization or IVF. Fertility treatment can cost tens of thousands of rands, often without any guarantees. Yebo mbukeli seyibhidlikile imindeni eminingi, inkinga phela yokusokola kwemindeni eminingi noma labo abathandanayo ekutheni bathole izingane ezithi ibone. Ngaphambi kokuthi siqhubeke nohlelo ake sizwe lokho.
Fertility treatments can be very expensive. It does depend on what treatment you need. Okay, if it's ovulation induction and you're going to conceive naturally, then yes, that is not too expensive. Okay, so it's just basically the cost of medication. Patient can try naturally. If we're doing intrauterine insemination, there you're looking at a cost of about 6,000 to 7,000 rand for intrauterine insemination. If you need IVF and ICSI, there the cost would be going into 90, possibly 100,000 rand for a treatment cycle.
Asibonge kakhulu ke ngalowo mbeko sudidelwe intokazi uPhaphama Dube Njangana lapha manje ke mbukele ukukhuluma kabanzi ngodaba lethu namhlanje. Samukele ivakashi zethu sinaye la e-studio intokazi enhle kakhulu uMapula Ndo. She is a infertility advocate and of course joining us virtually sinayo Dr. Lusanda Shimange Matsuse. She is a gynecologist as well as a reproductive endocrine and infertility specialist. Mapula, let's start with you here in studio. Thank you so much for blessing us with your presence. Thank you so much. Dr. Lusanda, it's such a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me. Looking forward to the conversation.
Absolutely. Maybe let's start with you, Dr. Lusanda. I mean, maybe talk to us about what exactly we are referring to when we talk about infertility.
You know what, Alicia, when we talk about infertility, I'm very cautious to say it's people who can't fall pregnant, because that's what is out there, is I can't fall pregnant and I've got infertility. So there is a textbook answer where we can say, if you're a woman, less than 35 years of age, or your partner, at regular sexual intercourse for more than 12 months, then they define that as infertility. Then, if you are more than 35 years old and you are struggling to fall pregnant as a woman after 6 months of regular sexual intercourse, then you've got infertility. And that is the textbook answer. My answer generally for anyone who's listening there is that if you're trying to fall pregnant, regardless of the amount of time, and you know that you are having regular sexual intercourse and you're not falling pregnant, rather get checked out, because it's really just small things, very small things that can be fixed. And either you will need to go, such as Dr. Mohammed said, do an IUI or do an IVF, but sometimes you don't. So I always say, unless you've got no eggs, you've got no sperm, then obviously you won't get pregnant. But as long as you've got those things,
there
is definitely a chance, and you should just get checked out. I think one of the issues is that there is a delay in consulting. Abantu nje bayahlala ekhaya and bayamangala 10 years later, I haven't fallen pregnant. We need to stop.
Thank you so much for outlining those, Doctor. And I think we're going to go into the crux of it as to why our ladies, particularly now, Sis Mapula, are actually delaying childbirth. I mean, there's so many societal issues that are locals and factors to this. So talk to us about this. When are you author? Talk to us about what inspired you to become an infertility advocate as well as an author.
For me, mina ngihlale ngithi infertility ungabathola abantwana kwachuza mina bengazi uDr ushilo ukuthi siyadelaya ngoba suke singazi.
Uthole nini wena sesimapho?
Yo ngithole in my 30s.
Okay, usushadile ukuba nabantwana.
Sengifuna ukuba nabantwana, siyazama kwenzeki. Sasa decide ukuthi asambe siyochecka. uDr ukhulumile ngokuthi unless awuna amaqanda or awunaso isibeletho or isperm asisebenze, mina nginawo amaqanda. Ngathola ukuthi amaqanda nginawo.
Okay.
Which was news to me because ngiyaya kuma period. So bazama ukuyichaza ngendlela abayichaza ngayo, but uma usutshela indaba enje ngena ngala kuphuma ngala. Yabona? So
ik-affecta kanjani ubudlelwane bakho no baba sekhaya lento?
Angazi nokuthi ngingachaza kanjani. Kodwa kunama challenges obviously. Mina okokuqala into yafika kumina engqondweni ukuthi kusho ukuthi sengifailile njengonkosikazi. Sengifailile njengomntwesifazane. Sengifailile nje as a woman, yes, because thina sikhule sazi ukuthi uma ngabe ushada into yokuqala ufuna ukuyenza ukuthola abantwana. Ngithi siyayigcina uma ungakashadi noma ngabe khona, kodwa nje you make sure ukuthi ingane ngiyithola.
Thi uyiphutha mesithola abantwana singakashadi.
Noma ufihla uhanjiswe le ungakubona umphakathi ukuthi yes. So ngikade ngisanda xoxela omunye ukuthi yazi sometimes ngangeke ngifisa ukuthi bengcono kube ngakwenza ebusheni bami. Mhlawumbe ngabe ingane nginayo manje. Because manje kukhuluma indaba ukuthi yabo. So akufetha kanjani emshadweni? Kunama ups and downs. I'm not gonna lie. Husband is very supportive, yes, kodwa ekugcineni nawe uyayifuna ingane, yabona? And lento la akumele ayimalana nami kuphela, yethu sobabili. Yes, mina osenkingeni ngoba imini kwatholakala ukuthi nginenkinga engenamaqanda. Kade siyotesta ngesikhathi siyotesta. Sasoyichecka sobabili ukuthi imina naye noma imina ngedwa noma uyena yedwa.
Of which is often overlooked kwi-culture yethu sisimapula because umuntu wesifazane. Maybe let me take it back to Dr. Lusanda. Dr. Lusanda, I think this is a very important point, right? Specifically for the black community, right? Where the woman is often blamed for being the one that is not being able to produce children. So we are just discussing that very important aspect with Mapula here. So talk to us about how does then infertility affect both men and women?
You know, it's very interesting that she's pointing that out because a lot of the times when women come and see me, I'll always ask, yes, there's two of you who are making a baby. And sometimes you get the narrative, no, you know, I'm a man, I can make babies. And that is not the case because it actually affects both women and men equally. There is just different causes for the infertility, you know, and I think that's where it gets missed along the lines. What affects a woman is not necessarily the same cause for a man, but ultimately it's you need both of them to fall pregnant. So I just want to, if I can, expand. When we look at a woman, I mean, Mrs. Mapula mentioned that she didn't have eggs, and you know, it's one of those. So I always say girls are born with a certain number of eggs. And every time we are as a group gets called for the specific cycle, and if you don't get pregnant, then they get lost. And that's why abafazi will go through menopause eventually, because they've used up all the eggs. Look, it's a lot more intricate, but that's basically that. Whereas they just carry on producing sperm.
Yes.
So they have that potential to make people pregnant for longer. But at the end of the day, having eggs producing sperm does not mean it's quality. It does not mean that you can fall pregnant. So I want to actually go more to the men in that if you've got a low sperm count, yes, you've got sperm, but you've got a low sperm count. Okay, your sperm does not move around the way it's supposed to move around. It swims backwards instead of swimming forward, or it just sits, it just lies there. It doesn't go anywhere. Or you've got sperm that doesn't look right. You know, our lab scientists, they look under a microscope and bakwazi ukubona ukuthi, okay, lena inenhloko, lena the tail is too long, this one's got 2 tails, this one's got a no neck, and so forth. So all that does impact a man's capabilities, also ability to make a woman pregnant.
Doctor,
and
let's leave it.
Let's
leave it there. In fact, you're coming with a very good point. I want to quickly go to an ad break because I want you to further expand on that. Dr. Uzanayo Kamnandi, bantu besilisa asikhulumi nabantu besimame phela namhlanje sikhuluma nani as well. As you are hearing Dr. uthi nani lento iyanibandakanya. We're back shortly after this. Ngizobe sengivule neyingcingo ungayindawo. Mugale 011-714-0671, alternatively 011-0672. Those are the magic numbers ongasithinta kuzona. Ubeke ingxenye yakho yombono noma phela usibuze umbuzo noma ungasithinta lapha on our WhatsApp line 0608449857. Alternatively, send us an email to consumer@sabc.co.za. Usitshela ukuthi wena ufuna ukusibuzana. Bukele namhlanje sikhuluma phela ngokuthi lama couples noma labantu abashadile noma abathandanayo abasokola ukuthi babe nezingane noma ukuthi abanayo inzalo. Imapha ama options akhona manje futhi iziphi izinto ezobangela ukuthi abanye abantu ukuthi abakwazi ukuthi babe nezingane. My guest today uDr. Lusanda Shimange Matsuse. She's a gynecologist, reproductive, endocrine and infertility specialist. She's joining us virtually, and here in studio I have with me the lovely Sis Mapula Ndo, who's an infertility advocate as well as an author. Ngaphambi kokuthi siye ekhefini, uDr. Lusanda was actually explaining to us ukuthi amadoda nawo anembangela kulento. They are actually affected. Kuyatholakala ukuthi umuntu wesilisa naye angakhoni, even though you are able to produce sperm, kodwa ungakwazi ukuthi wenze abantwana. Doctor, very quickly, just wrap up ilokhuzana that information obusinikeza yona mayelana nokuthi how are men affected by infertility.
So just what I was speaking about is, yes, you may ejaculate when you have sex. So you're having sex, you ejaculate, but we don't know if that ejaculate actually has physical sperm. And that's why we do a semen analysis to see, do we actually have sperm? And then if sperms are corner, how do they look? How many are they? How do they move? And that's what we assess when it comes to male infertility. That's a big, big, big one. But there's also other stuff. Is the guy getting an erection? But he's got erectile dysfunction. He has a problem either maintaining an erection or having premature ejaculation. And those are the things that men don't necessarily speak about. And that's where the stigma will come to women. We've been married for so long, but you are not falling pregnant. And then we must not forget lifestyle factors, guys.
Yes.
They are overweight or underweight, just terrible habits that they have, and that affects all and will affect the potential for one to make someone pregnant or to fall pregnant. All right. I don't want to, and I started deliberately with the men because it's very easy for us to just
attack the woman
and forget. Yes.
All right,
so
doctor.
Men do. Yes.
Thank you so much for that. Sis Mapula, maybe just on the back of that, I mean, let's just dive into it. What are some of the biggest misconceptions mayelana infertility pertaining to black culture?
Bakithi abantu besifazane uyena onenkinga. Uyena ongenayo inzalo, uyena inyumba. Angikaze ngizwe igama lomuntu wesilisa ongabathola abantwana ukuthi yini. Nokuthi futhi ngibona manje ekhuleni kwethu ukuthi saba protector thina abantu besilisa.
Yes.
Ngine support group engayivula We Are Women Too. Wonke umuntu wesifazane onenkinga efana neyami lapho. But pick up ukuthi not all of the women in that group are infertile or are diagnosed with infertility disorder. Umunye uzokhulumela umyeni wakhe, mina nginayo inkinga, umyeni wami onenkinga, kodwa ekhaya kwaziwa, akafuni ngisho. yabona lukhona usizo but akafuni ukuphumela obala bayazi
So
nabo
kumele
babili
kukhulunywe kuqale
Yes.
lapha ekhaya endlini kuhlaliswe womabili
Yebo.
ama-couples ukuthiwe ake nihambe mekwabantu abadala ogogo ekhaya kuthiwe hambani nobabili ningafike nizo-attack umakoti. Ngiyabonga kuleyo point sisiMapula. I want to quickly go to the lines ngithatha u-Anonza. Anonymous from eNewcastle sakwamukela ohlelweni uthi qabaqaba nje njengamafu umbuzo noma umbono.
Yeah,
Kunjani Anonymous?
saphila.
Siyaphila Anonza, go ahead.
Ngifuna ukase
Yebo baba singakusiza kanjani?
mina wami ukuhamba ukuthi
Asikuzwa baba. All right, okay, I think we've lost that caller. Sis Mapula, please continue. You were explaining something.
Yeah, sebaprocess abantu besilisa sigcine singashonga iqiniso ukuthi kahle kahle akumena onenkinga ngizokuthatha ukuthukwa ngikwamukele nokuphoqwa nani ngingasho ngoba ubaba uthe ngingasho no we can't tell them ukuthi udokotela utheni okwesibili okunye sihlangabezana nakho ukuthi ezinye inhlambe sitholayo in fact akamthola umntwana ngoba wenze abortion wazi kanjani ukuthi ngenze abortion uzwe ngobani yabona kuningi nje hlaza kodwa nje yiloko ukuthi wenze abortion waye prevent wazi kanjani ukuthi waye prevent ingakho ngabaso sithuka emzini njalo abantu engihlangane nabo sengimdala ukuthi waye preventer lo asiyamazi lo ndlela ayidume ngayo wayenza ingakho abantwana engasabatholi manje noma sihleba ibona abangani mhlawumbe vele ikhonto engangakufihle engangaxoxelana njengomngani wami usuzo hayi ngiyazi ikhonto angixoxela yona that's why kwenza so these are the challenges sihlangana nazo
All right. Okay, I want to go back to Dr. Lusanda. Dr. Lusanda, maybe just jump in there because I also think this is a very important aspect. I mean, let's talk about the causes. Maybe let's make people understand what are some of the causes. Umapula is here talking about how people say that because a person has had multiple abortions or they had, questionable sexual habits when they were growing up or sexual diseases and so forth. They blame so many things and make it as a result that this person is not able to conceive.
Thank you so much for bringing, and I'm listening to it and my heart just breaks because I'm just, wow, people are just, they're going through a lot, but not because of anything, because of just misinformation, and that really contributes. So now to the women, when we look at causes, you need to look at the structure, and I'm glad that picture's coming there, the structure of files, and so it could be the tubes are blocked. It could be unama fibroids in the wrong place. It could be amaqanda, she's got what we call endometriosis. So endometriosis is it's an inflammation in the pelvis, and that also it disrupts the way your anatomy, so the structure of the womb. So there is those causes, and then there is, yes, we are told period you don't ovulate. And to ovulate means to release an egg. So every time we are menstruating, you don't release an egg. Obviously, you are not going to fall pregnant. A disease process that comes to mind is PCOS or PCOS or polycystic ovarian syndrome. That is a very big one. Sometimes it's just what we say, it's when your body does not function normally because you've got a thyroid problem. A thyroid problem is just a gland that is very important for ukuthi umzimba wakho usebenza kanjani. So those are very important things. And that's why I say when people say they've got infertility, I want to know, do you have PCOS? Do you have endometriosis?
Because Doctor, sorry to get in there. On a case here, yes, Mapula, and I'm going to make an example because she's volunteered to talk to us. Lana, a student, we really appreciate you, Sis Mapula. Also, Sis Mapula, Uti, when she went to the doctor, she was told she does not have eggs. How would you then determine this as a teenager, especially if you're still receiving your monthly cycle?
So I'm actually, and I want to say thank you to her for coming on air and talking about this in a national radio station, because that is part of the problem. We don't talk about it,
True.
and well done on her for her advocacy group. So there are certain milestones every girl and every boy must have in terms, and what I'm talking about ukuba umfazi, from being a girl to be a woman. So amabele, they must grow. You must have hair under your armpits.
Puberty.
You must have pubic hair. Puberty.
Yes.
You know, that needs to happen. And part of puberty is all mansa. And if our men see there has to be something wrong, you need to go and get checked out. Mhlawumbe awunasibeletho, okanye awunamaqanda, okanye kuvalekile where the blood is supposed to come out. There is just either a membrane there or it's just completely blocked. And that's why I'm saying sometimes we have to look at a structure of the pelvis. That's fine. Then if you say you don't have AIDS, you know, obviously I did not consult with Sis Mapola, but are we talking about premature ovarian insufficiency? So what that means, you stop menstruating before the age of 40. Or are you above the age of 40 and you had early menopause? So it just, and I think we just use a broad term, ukuthi awunamaqanda, just for the sake of actually putting it in the most simplest way.
All right.
So, I mean, obviously, I don't know Sis Mapula's history in terms of that, but those are the things that we need to look out for. When you're a little girl, are your body changes happening like everybody else?
All right.
You know, and we don't want to hear, oh no, umama or your grandmother also took long, now you are going to take long.
Exactly. Thank you, Doctor.
Yes.
Doctor, let's leave it there. I think we're going to get carried away as ladies talking about this thing because we know what we're talking about. All right, Mbukeli, let's run to another quick ad break. Those emails. We're back shortly after this. Sikhuluma nge-infertility nokuthi wena ungazinceda kanjani. Ungayi Bukeli 011-714-0671, alternatively 011-714-0672, 0608449857. Those are the magic numbers. Ungasilike ku Facebook, usithinte ku Twitter, ungene lapha ku consumer@sabc.co.za. That's an email address. Usibhalele email. Bukeli sikhuluma ngento ebalekile namhlanje, i-infertility noma lento yokuthi abantu abathandanayo noma ama couples bangakwazi ukuthi bathole abantwana. Zenziwa yini lezi zinto, yenziwa yini? Because siyazi ukuthi emakhaya, especially kunina indle emnyama, abantu abablamewayo kakhulu ngalesimo kuba omama. Kanti udokotela ivakashi zami namhlanje uDr Lusanda uthi cha, namadoda niyabandakanyeka. My guest today, Dr. Lusanda Shemange Matsose, gynecologist, reproductive, endocrine and infertility specialist. La studio, I have the lovely advocate, infertility advocate and author Usisi Mapula Ndo. Let's go back to the lines and take Anonymous from right here in Johannesburg. Anonymous, a very good afternoon to you.
Okay, I have the question for the doctor. So I was diagnosed with thyroid, I think about a year ago. So what we did was to remove the one that was inside the womb. Because we've been trying to have a baby with no luck. And then during the operation, we discovered that I have some more that are outside that would make it difficult for me to fall pregnant. She did say that I do have chances of falling pregnant, but it wouldn't be something simple. And she suggested another operation, which I'm very reluctant to do. So my question is there a way, maybe a natural way, that I can do in order to get them maybe shrink in a way without having to go through the operation? Because I feel like the doctor is just advocating for operation without...
Anonymous, if I may just ask, without divulging, of course, your personal information and your doctor's, what was the procedure that your doctor suggested that you undergo?
It was lipo something.
Lipo?
Yes.
Liposuction?
Yes.
She said you must have liposuction?
Yes, we did that, and during the operation, she discovered that there are more outside which she couldn't see during the scan.
What was she saying? She says she saw cysts or what during the operation?
Come again?
What did she say? What did she see? Let me ask the doctor who's got the right terminology to ask you. Ngicela ukhulume not doctor. Dr. Lusanda, please speak to Anonza here because she went to the doctor. We hearing she actually went through liposuction and then it was discovered. Please assist us here. Go ahead and ask them what type of procedures they had.
Okay, I could hardly hear her, but I think I picked up a little bit. Anonymous, I just want to know, did they say laparoscopy?
Yes.
Okay. And did they say endometriosis?
Yes, she also discovered that. So I want to know if what can be cured without me going through another operation. Because there's a lot of information on the internet, but doctors don't indulge on that. So that's my question, if natural methods do work or not.
Thank you so much, Anonza. Thank you so much. Oh, that's a very important question. And Doctor, thank you so much for getting in there and clarifying these matters. You see, that's why we need you today. Please go ahead and address Anonza and the rest of the South Africans that probably have the same question, Doc.
You know what? It's so difficult to, and I'm just really saying this because I want to give the case its merit, in that it's difficult to say no, you should not have the operation because I don't know what they found. I don't know what her blood tests look like. I don't know how old she is. So there's a lot of questions I would want to know before saying yes, it's necessary. No, it's not necessary. But what's really important, and the one thing she mentioned there was the internet, the internet. And we can't run away from the internet, guys, and our children are going to grow up with it and so forth.
There's chat
we need to be
doctors.
Yeah, you know, and it's important that we are selective. And if there's any information that you get on the internet, you need to verify it with a qualified person. And I think that's where it's so important. So I can't say, is it necessary or not for her to have the laparoscopy,
Doctor,
because
Yes, go ahead, doctor.
Yeah, so I can't say that. For me, if let's say if as a fertility specialist, we do a lot of laparoscopies and hysteroscopies. Don't worry about what that is. But we do those surgeries. And if you've got endometriosis, which is one of the causes, I mean, she mentioned that it is one of the causes that will make it difficult for someone to fall pregnant. And I also picked up that, is there any other way, in terms of falling pregnant naturally? And I guard against that. Everyone wants to fall pregnant naturally, but sometimes it's not possible for everyone.
All right.
So you need to go in with an open mind.
All right. Thank you, doctor.
So is the operation necessary? I don't know.
All right. So basically, wonke umuntu kumele ahambe ayotesta to determine ukuthi yena udinga which level of care. So Smapole, maybe let's backtrack a little bit. As we talking and sharing istory sakho, I realize ukuthi maybe the viewer needs to get a bit of an in-scope. We're just telling the doctor ukuthi you found out later ukuthi you didn't have egg. Maybe just tell us a story so ukuthi what led there, because obviously you got married young, so this is the contextual background as to when and how you found out ukuthi awusenawo amaqanda.
Okay,
Very quickly, yes, very briefly.
Yeah, so with me, ngake ngaconceive once.
Okay.
But ingane yanga survive. It was a full term. Ngayobeletha ngabuya nomntwana washona.
Okay.
So obviously awukubi napho lokho emqondweni ukuthi okay kusho ukuthi nginayo inkinga. Mhlawumbe kwakufuneke nginake lapho ukuthi kwakona ingane ukuthi inga survive kufike kanjani. But anyway, fast forward to sizwe siyotesta. Siyazama akwenzeki lutho. Sasa decide ukuthi no asambe siyotesta. Sahamba sobabili. Masihamba ufika uchaze vele inkinga ukuthi no asinenkinga ongabathola abantwana nasazi kwenzakalani. Then udokotela wasichazela ukuthi akuyona inkinga kamama le akuyona inkinga kababa kuphela inkinga inobabili so nobabili kumele nenze ama test khona sobona ukuthi inkinga ikiphi singahlali ngitshela ukuthi mina kanti inkinga ayikho kumina kubaba so we both tested njengoba dechaza uDr Lusanda ubaba wa testa her sperm and sperm count wenza i-spermogram mina benza bathatha ama bloods to check all the hormones nan so mabebuya how they figured out ukuthi amaqanda nginawo bathola ukuthi kune hormone ithize doctor ngalichaza igama layo but ibiza nge-AMH so my AMH was very low it was on 0.19 at that time so okusho ukuthi I ran out of the egg reserve and the only way I could fall pregnant ukuthi ngithole egg donor so funeka ngiboleka iqanda komunye umuntu li fertilizwe elab nesperm sababa bese kufakwa kumina bese kuyenzeka ukuthi ngiyamthola umntwana yes so I was already in my 30s at that time anginaso isiqiniseko ukuthi iqale nini inkinga kodwa mangicabanga ngami sengiyibalela mina mase kuthiwa it's already on 0.19 and I was 30 something kusho ukuthi kufike nini la
kumathinzi probably
yes but ngoba asazi siya delay uko testa futhi awusiboni isidingo sokutesta because thina sazi ukuthi ukuthola umntwana ukumitha is natural
exactly
yabo
so Sisimapula
yeah kwaba nje
ngiyabonga yazi ngaloko ntokazi I want to quickly take okay I'm going to take you Anonza please stay on the lines on the line from Newcastle ngizokuthatha anonymous emva kwaleli khefu mbukele in fact let's just quickly go to the ad break Bongani welcome back namhlanje sikhuluma ngeinkinga zokuthi laba abathandanayo noma abashadile bangakwazi ukuthi bathola abantwana 0117140671 0117140672 06084498857 consumer@sabc.co.za My guest today Dr Lusanda Shimange Matsuse a gynecologist reproductive indoctrine and infertility specialist and in studio with me the lovely Sis Mampula Ndo infertility advocate as well as author Nansi incwadi yakhe sizokhuluma ngayo la e-studio let's go back to the lines and welcome uAnonza eNewcastle. Abantu bangakithi bayafona namhlanje. Anonza ngakwamukela ohlelweni singakusiza kanjani namhlanje?
Ngicela ngikubuze dokotela. Imizwa awayithola ingane ayithole after the salungile manje.
Uthi wayithola ingane baba?
Ngayithola ekuqaleni ngisakhula.
Okay, manje sekwenze njani ke baba?
Hayi nduku ayisasebenzi.
Oh inkinga inenduku hayi ukuthi mhlambe kuthiwa ilokhuzana isperm asisebenzi
hayi naso kuthiwa sisekho kuthiwa sikho total
kuthiwe asisekho uye nini baba uko test ugcine nini ukutest utesta kuphi nendawo if ngingabuza
ukutesta not ngeclinic phela ngiwenzelana
oh waye clinic baba mungamandi ukungitshela mhlambe iminyaka kababa ngathi wingakanani
47
umntana wakho lo owamthola yena uneminyaka emingaka usekhulile washona okay so awukazi uphinde ube nomntwana
manje akusaphela kutenzeki ngoba uthi imizwa yami ayisasebenzi
okay baba ngiyabonga kakhulu Anonza eNewcastle ngicela ulalele lapho udokotela Lusanda nangu Anonza eNewcastle uthi yena he's got an issue he's got I think it's erectile is it erectile dysfunction uthi induku ayisavuki basically and therefore is not able ukuthi abe nomntwana he's had a child before but umntana had passed away sadly he is currently 47 years old and he says the doctor told him that he literally is not producing any sperm any options for him
Thank you for sharing that. So if we earlier on in the show when I was focusing on the men I think one of the things is he actually getting an erection? Because you need an erection to ejaculate. So with that, we need to see, okay, does he have sugar diabetes? Does he smoke? You know, we need to look at lifestyle factors. Umzimba unjani? Are we obese? Are we overweight? And then, because the most important part there, we need to find out why is it that a 47-year-old man is having erectile dysfunction. So that is the first thing, because we can't say there is no sperm if we are unable to get an erection. There's different ways of getting sperm. There's also surgical procedures. So what my advice is, or anonymous from Newcastle. Newcastle's very busy today. He needs to go and see a specialist neurologist, a urologist, and then they'll run different tests, and they will be able to tell him, yes, you've got sperm, or you don't have sperm.
All
And
right.
then based on that, he'll be advised accordingly.
Okay.
But first, the most important part is, why is he having erectile dysfunction?
All right. Siyabonga kakhulu Dokotela, and I think that's a lot of clarity there. Anonymous in Newcastle kuthiwa babahamba uphume lapha eclinic awuyothola specialist lento ekuthiwa neurologist uzokusiza lapha akuchecke ukuthi kwenzakalani before nawe uze uyitshela ukuthi cha awusakwazi ukwenza abantwana because kuthiwa kumele kucheckwe. And I suppose, doctor, just at the back of that, I mean, I wanted to ask this very quickly while I still have you there. I mean, so it seems like the only way that you can effectively and factually determine as to why or if you can't have children is to undergo a medical process. There's no way of telling just looking at Alicia, this one can't give birth.
And you know what, Alicia, abantu nje bayasaba. They are so scared to come to the hospital or to ask the questions. And I always say, I would rather I know and know if can something be done than uhlale ekhaya and you are tempted to fall pregnant for 10 years. And the sooner the better, because, and especially ngabafazi, amaqanda nje guys, ziyaguga, like eggs get old, you know, and women leave it till too late. And that is the problem. So if you feel, okay, fine, mhlawumbe I'm ready now to fall pregnant, go, and there's nothing wrong. If you are able to, just go and get, you know, I get couples who like, no, we just got married and we just want to see everything is fine. You know, and I also appreciate that not everybody can do that. But it goes back to our health checks. And I just want to go back to what Usas Mapula said about the misconception in her advocacy group.
Yes.
Uguti, oh, Lorna Ade, she's been walking the streets forever. That's why she can't fall pregnant. So we need to speak about sexual health. So if you are going to walk the streets, are you using a condom? Because nama STIs, people keep getting treated for. No, mina nje clinic and baniga ama antibiotics for your STI. That is such a bad thing, because lama infections, they go up his beletto and then they go and affect the tubes. Manje, ama tubes are blocked. And then if your tubes are blocked, there's no ways, you know, you're going to struggle to fall pregnant. So sometimes it's also the things we do in our young age that will impact later on in life.
I'm glad you raised.
So we need to be very aware of that.
I'm glad you raised that aspect, Doctor, because we've just had a study that was done by the University of Free State, Uguti ama panty liner, nama sanitary towels that we are apparently using are containing izinto that can potentially affect Uguti sizale as women. So that's a topic for another day. I know my producers are sitting here and listening intently. But Doctor, I'm going to get to that question as well. Uguti hlampe ngabe ama what do you call those preventative pills? Angazi ukuthi abizwa
Contraception.
Yes, ama contraceptives ukuthi ayayivimba yini isibeletho. But ngizokubuza lokho, Doctor. I just want to quickly come back to Usisi Mapula. I mean, Usisi Mapula, maybe did going through each treatment change any of your beliefs about access to care or patient rights as we're discussing stigma, noguti, community? Then I just suppose it's a whole different environment if you're walking into a clinic like Anonymous from Newcastle, especially as a man. How much more for you as a woman? Where do you even start? Ukuluma nobani. Also with the stigma associated with public institutions where ukuluma nobani ungamthemba.
Ngiyabonga umbuzo, because it's one of the things that inspired me to write the book.
To speak out,
because
yes.
Healing ngithole ekubhaleni incwadi one, and then it's one of the things eyang inspiration ukuthi ngiqale the support group where we are women too, because I felt like I had no one engikhuluma naye.
Nobody
understands you. Understand that, because ayekho umuntu engimaziyo around me o go through things go through yona. So one, angazi noma sengiyaphuma yini kancane, kodwa kubalekile ukuthi ngikusho lokho. After sitholile ukuthi sinenkinga, and then sathola nokuthi treatment ikanjani, sase kodokotela ba private, sathola nokuthi i-medical aid lapha isebenzi ukwenza fertility treatment. Sahamba saya eSteve Biko. Lapho sengiqala ukwenza research manje, I'm starting to ngizama ukufunda
Familiarize
ukuthi
yourself.
yes ngi-understand ukuthi what am I going through, what are we going through as a couple, what is infertility, because angiyazi mina lento. And by the way, my mom is a nurse and we'd never had this conversation ever. Kuyaqala ngami in my family ukuthi kukhulunywe ngalento, and I'm sure around my circle nje saqala ukuba nale topic in fact. So sahamba saya Steve Biko hospital in Pretoria only to learn. I'm from KZN. My husband is from Limpopo, Evenda. Only to learn ukuthi KZN ayikho isibhedlela sahulumeni esitreata infertility. Kusho ukuthi ukube ngihlala eKZN ngabe ngitravelile ngeze Pretoria ngazothola lento. Mangena kuleyo infertility department, usister into oqala yisho kumina, uyazibona ukuthi ungakanani? Into oqala ufune kuyenza ukuthi uyazi ibanting. I'm like phambi kwabantu.
Imagine.
Yabona? So izona zonke lezi zinto ezenza ukuthi you know what, futhi ngizogoduka ngoxoxela abanye.
And I'm sure abantu abafuna ukuza bazobuza because khona Metron Pitbull lapha ya.
Yabona? So nje yeah, imagine kamanye abantu mhlawumbe abangakwazanga ukuyigwinya lento njengami abajikayo.
Ngiyabona futhi wena umuntu wesimame indoda ehleli nalenkinga endlini is what I'm also wondering. Ngiyabonga sesiMapula for sharing that. Yazi abantu bakithi kubalekile ngempela ukuthi siphathane ngendlela esihloniphana ngayo, because awazi ukuthi umuntu meze esibhedlela usuke ezofuna ukuthi aphile aphinde athole ulwazi. Aniyekeni ukuhlukumeza abantu, nikhulume nabantu noma kanjani niyabahlukumeza abantu. Yeza ukuthi it's a lifelong inxeba lokuthi wena uthe wathi kumuntu indlela omphathe ngayo imfilise kanjani. We're back shortly after this break. Sisakhuluma nge-infertility. Ungayindawo. Kuthiwa this is our final segment. Let's go straight to the lines. Anonymous from Cape Town. Sakwamukela ohlelweni umbuzo noma umbono.
Hayi sisi uthanda anonza Cape Town ndiyaphila kuhle khonto. Sisi ngicela ukuzane after i-cyst operation ngiyaphinda ngikhona ukuthola umntwana because ngeke ngamthola umntwana after operation.
Okay.
So ngiyastruggle ukufumana umntwana kwesibili.
Okay, siyabulela Anonza. Doctor, a very quick one for you. She had a cyst operation. Can she still conceive because she does have a child before the operation?
Definitely she can, depending on the reason why she's struggling, how old she is, and if there's any other things that contribute to her falling pregnant. So having an operation for a cyst does not mean you can't fall pregnant.
All right.
It just means don't stay for a long time ekaya trying to fall pregnant and nothing is happening. And on that, Cape Town has got 2 fertility places where you can actually go and get in the public sector that you can go and get yourself checked out.
Absolutely, and a new one, Pa Enansikeni in the Eastern Cape as well, newly launched. Sis Mapula, how does infertility affect mental health and relationships? Very quickly. You touched on it, but I can only imagine.
Kakhulu, and I think it depends on ukuthi i-support uyayithola yini emshadweni la ushade khona, uyayithola ne-support emndenini wakho if ukuthi ukwazela udisclose kubona. So ngiyacabanga ukuthi if meaning ing-affectile, because I was also on antidepressants ukuthi angisize ngehlisa stress. Mangabe like ngiyithola support ekhaya, ngiyithola support kubangani bami, ngiyithola support kumyeni wami nakuma in-laws. So imagine umuntu ongayitholi leyo support.
Okay.
Ohleli nomyeni kancane kancane lokemkhumbuza ukuthi yazi njalo ngakulamanisa, yazi njalo ngifuna ngani.
Kantaka mhlawumbe inkinga ikuyena sisimapula. Yo, let me quickly go back to Dr. Lusanda. These are the questions. I know we're running out of time. I'm now speeding through them. We heard about the cost implications ukuthi sometimes ilokhuza no IVF or artificial insemination ziyabiza lezi zinto Dr. Lusanda. It's often inaccessible to anybody. Ushelusis Mapula la ukuthi i-medical aid yabo ithe yona it doesn't cover some of amalokhuzana ama-medical costs. So how much would such a procedure then cost specifically in the public sector? Sizwile kwi-private ukuthi it's about 150,000.
So in the public sector, you're looking at anything between 30 to 60K. But that is a standard. You come in, you get your IV treatment. Other things come out, you know, where maybe you need more medication or you need another cycle of IVF. But to give you a ballpark figure, we are looking at about up to 60K, 60,000.
Well, ladies, unfortunately, we're out of time. Sismapula, incwadi yakho sizoyiveza laphaya ibhala ukuthini very quickly.
I am a woman too. I am a woman too.
Itholakala laphi Sismapula?
Itholakala kumina.
Itholakala kuwena. So bafonela ilungelo lakho.
Yes, I'm self-published. So umuntu efunayo shuthi ayangifonela noma angene kwi-website ye
Okay.
We Are Women Too.
All right.
It's also there.
And then i-support group yakho ne-information konke kukhona
yes,
lapho
kukhona
ku-website.
lapho, yes.
Siyabonga Ntokazi. Dr. Lusanda, we really do appreciate your time and invaluable information with us. I'm going to try and cry with my producers and ask them if we can have a second run of this particular show. It's gaining a lot of interest. So Smapula ngiyabonga kakhulu Ntokazi for sharing your story with us. Akuthathi noma ubani ukuthi aze azosivulela ingaphakathi lakhe akhulume nathi. Nani babukeli siyabonga kakhulu for sharing those stories. I know it must have been difficult for some of you ukuthi nithathe nje ucingo kodwa siyabonga because that goes a long way ukuthi sazise abanye abantu sifundise abanye abantu ngazo zonke izinto esingazi thina. Ukwazi kwami akube ukwazi komunye umuntu. Yakajala Intokazi ithi nithanda nonke emakhaya. Msale kahle. Hallelujah.